for the Challenge Cup season as well. Perhaps the next generation of athletes, perhaps already in training, who knows? Perhaps we'll dig this shot out in 20 years' time. One of those, maybe a new Olympic champion. You never know. It is a hotbed of gymnastics here. They love it. Floor exercise, not so many smiles from the women. They've got their game face on, ready for their moment in the spotlight. First up, take the applause from the crowd, Lucy Stewart of Australia. The 20-year-old was 7th in the uneven bars yesterday. Here's the 19-year-old Lucia Gonzalez of Argentina. A little bit inexperienced at this level. Shanae Grant of Great Britain, just outside the medals on the uneven bars. For Romania, Denisa Golgota, the little princess, she's known as. Emilia Acosta of Argentina, just 16 years of age, but bested by Julia Cortina of Brazil, just 15 years of age. One from Rio. Well, here once again is Julia Suarez, the 20-year-old we've just seen, looking very smooth indeed in the balance beam, and also, of course, Alba Petisco. Didn't make it onto the top step of the podium, Petisco, but to get the silver. To the parallel bars, Ferhat Erbakan. Well, we always expect something special from him on the parallel bars. Altan Dogan of Brazil is the next man up. The 20-year-old getting lots of experience and looking really promising. Gael Souza of Brazil, 4th on the rings yesterday, certainly one of the contenders. Angel Barajas of Colombia, and of course Christopher Mezaros of Hungary gets the big cheer. This is Dmitry Patanin of Kazakhstan, who won on the floor yesterday. Ron Piatav of Israel, the 24-year-old. Well, I'm sure even with the headphones you can hear the cheer. Botond of Hungary. Looking forward to both of these events, it has to be said. Headphones off for the judges, as it should be. So, parallel bars for the men. Floor exercises for the 8 finalists. Dry ice just about dispersing here. Little pool of it up by the lights. As we look at the 8-hole start for the floor exercises for the women. Some pretty inexperienced, like Julia Coutinho, but some who have been there and done it before, like Julia Suarez, still only 20 years of age, of course. Meanwhile, adjacent, the men will take their turns just to warm up. Qualification was headed by Ferhat Erbakan. And we know that he can put together a real difficult routine, looking for good points, but sometimes the wheels can come off. We'll see how he goes. He qualified first. Christopher Metzeros of Hungary second. He was quite a few points, or tenths of points, behind the Turkish athlete. And we'll see. We'll see whether he can pull something out with the home crowd giving him support. Those are the 8. As we always have 4, and then we'll have 4 ready to go after the mid-competition warm-up. If you're a fan of gymnastics, you don't need me to tell you that, of course. Coaches, this is the nervous time for the coach, isn't it? Making sure everything is as it should be. Lucy Stewart is the first woman to go on the floor exercise. Didn't make the medals in the uneven bars, the woman from St Leonard's. First senior world final has appeared in the Oceania and Junior World Championships. Oh dear. Well, she's going to have to compose herself and keep going. Must be so difficult. You've stepped out of bounds on the first tumbling routine. Just to keep yourself together. It's all experience, of course, for a fairly inexperienced athlete on the international stage, and a little wry smile from Stewart, the Australian. Got the bronze medal on the floor in the Oceania Championship 3 years ago now. The rest of the routine was all right, solid for sure. Nice height and rotation. Good landing on that. Well, we'll get the scores shortly, but first, this is the man that certainly keeps you on your toes watching, doesn't he? Lots of difficulty points, but can mean mistakes. Got the bronze at Tokyo, of course. 5th in the parallel bars in Paris. Got the gold in the World Cup in Antalya this year, so we know he can do it. smooth from the man from Turkey, and who won the pommel horse yesterday, looking for a second gold. Another one to go to the handlebars gold he won at the Challenge Cup event in Varna. Likes to do work on a single bar sometimes if he can. Much sign of pace with the hands. The strength to do that, goodness me. A little untidy, the dismount. He'll be disappointed with that, but generally happy enough. 4:11, 4:50. Execution points down a little bit after that mishap early on in the routine. Will there be any mishaps? Let's hope not for Lucia Gonzalez, the 19-year-old. Another one going out early into the line. Nicely done. Just that foot out. A little step forward on one of the acrobatic parts of this floor routine, but nice from the 19-year-old. Only one international appearance before in the World Challenge Cup in Paris this year. Made the final of the vault then. Silver in the vault in the South American Championships last year, so just that was the first part of the routine, but she kept her calm and kept going. And there was the step forward. But this was very nice indeed.
És a negyedik sor egy zsugordupla szaltó, egy apró elszökkenéssel.
Nice finish, big smile. Meanwhile, let's see what Arakan has managed. 14.250. It's not like the 14.7 that he got in qualification.
Next in the final, Altan Doğan, Törökország.
Altan Doğan of Brazil next up, the man from Konak. I just said Brazil, he is of course from Turkey. Can he beat his countryman? Oh, just a little step forward on the landing, but a solid routine from Altan Dorgan. Managed to get himself into 2 World Cup finals this year. Progressing nicely, gaining experience. Not quite as flamboyant as his countrymen, perhaps. You may argue that may come in the next 12 years. Arakan now 32 years of age. We saw Arakan working on a single bar, not really what Altan Dorgan was doing here. Nice, smooth routine, though. That was just a little disappointing, the dismount. And athletes hate that there, and there you go through the routine nicely. And then you are pegged back by that. Oh, 11.850. Quite comfortably into first place for the Argentinian. Next up, Shanneke Grant of Great Britain. 4th on the uneven bars, will be hoping to get onto the podium. Well, she stayed in bounds, which is always a help, given what's gone before. Perhaps a little weak at the end by her standards, but certainly pretty strong routine. A woman from Leeds in her first World Challenge Cup and her first set of finals. Experience at the World University Games this year. It's nowhere near the finals, so she really has come on here. Big setback, but she had enough space. Not sure, wait for the judges. We don't have to wait for Altan Dorgan into second place. He goes behind, quite a far way behind Ferhat Arakan. Souza of Brazil. First gymnast from Brazil to win gold in the individual all-round at the Pan American Games. That was a while ago now, 6 years. Multiple Challenge Cup medals last year. yes. Look at the intensity from the Brazilian, 32 years of age, and still cares. Man who's been in an Olympic final. That was the vault in Paris, of course. I love the backstory as well. His mum sent him to karate because his brother was involved in the sport. He said, I was very little, I had no one to fight with. I kept climbing the walls and stuff like that. So I walked by a gym and my mum went, well, why don't you try that? And the rest, as they say, is history. It was a very smooth routine, very steady with the hands. Look at the reaction here, landed it nicely, he knew that, very happy indeed. He will be looking forward to getting his marks. Meanwhile, what about the British athlete? Into first place she goes. First athlete to break the 12-point barrier. But less than what she managed in the qualification phase. And here's Golgota next, the Romanian. Nicely done. A lot of vim and vigour to that routine. Landed all the tumbling elements really nicely. And I think had the crowd guessing when she was finishing as well. Well, the little princess, as she's known, looking to be queen here in Hungary. Might have half a chance with that routine. Great height. Landed it beautifully. Did it not once but 2 or 3 times as well in this routine. Very reassured indeed. Perhaps that's the only slight stumble. We're nitpicking, I guess. Well, we'll get her mark shortly. She seems very happy. This is a man who's very happy as well. 14.150 for Kao Souza. To second place behind Ferhat Arakan. Next up to try and knock the Turkish man off his perch. A man from Colombia, Angel Barajas. the floor final yesterday, 6th there. Oh dear. Well, he went on to the single bar, couldn't hold it. And that's a real shame for the 19-year-old. An Olympic medalist, of course, in Paris on the horizontal bar, but not happening for him today. Nice finish, but what a shame that he couldn't stay on for the whole routine. I think that about sums it up. Not happy, but it is what it is. Got a silver this year on this discipline in the Challenge Cup in Paris. We know he can do it for sure. Just can hold on during that work on the single bar. Lovely dismount, but I fear it's all in vain. Well, let's see how we go with Golgota, and by quite some distance into first place she goes. Four to go in both of these disciplines, and remember, we've still got the men's high bar to come. Tisco will be hoping to add to her medal that she got earlier on in the balance beam. Very different kettle of fish, of course. Got Kazakhstan's Dmitry Patanin, already with a gold to his name. Piatov, the Israeli, is getting himself set as well. Julia Coutinho, the youngster from Brazil. It's astonishing that if you're 15 and you're in this rarefied atmosphere. Two minutes of warm-up for the four athletes to come. Meanwhile, we can catch up with Angel Barajas. Into fourth he goes. It's a shame that had a bonus for landing, but he won't be on the podium, that's for sure. Going back down to business. Emilia Acosta of Argentina, a 16-year-old from the Korea Cup.
Thank you.
Oh, just about stayed inside the line. Well, vim and vigour, very tightly put together. I think she just about managed to stay the right side of the line earlier on in the routine. Again, a youngster who's looking to add to her CV. Made the final of the vault in the Pan American Championships in Panama City this year. A little under-rotated perhaps, but it seemed a very bright and breezy routine that the crowd liked very much. The oldest in the competition, this final, is Denise Gogolta at 23 years of age. It's certainly a competition that many of us, the young and brave, certainly here in Hungary. Talking of Hungary, here's a man who got a silver in the pommel horse yesterday. Man from the Győri AC Club, Christopher Mecharos. Two golds here last year. Crowd love it. Big, broad smile from the Hungarian athlete. 14.250 is the mark to beat. That's exactly what he got in qualification. He qualified second. It was a bright, it was a very nice routine. Not too much sign of pace with the hands. They stay where they were, planted. Good strength, good artistry. Home crowd love a home gold medal here. Landed it nicely. Into fourth place for Emilia Acosta. 11.800. Well, talk about the youth of this final. 15-year-old Julia Coutinho of Brazil. But she did get a gold in the floor at Corpa in the Challenge Cup this year. Lovely. Young but composed. Looking to add to that floor gold from earlier in the Challenge Cup season. The Rio resident. Seems very assured, doesn't she? Good reason to. It was a lovely routine. Executed nicely. Good height. Landed the tumbling sections very nicely as well. 750 is the mark to beat. Meanwhile, let's see where the Hungarian is. He's into third place, 13.9. Still Fahad Arakan leading the men's parallel bars. There's the man who won the floor competition this weekend, Dmitry Patanin of Kazakhstan. Has had a silver in the World Cup in this discipline this year. Lands it nicely, very solid indeed from the man from Kazakhstan. That'd be enough to get him onto the podium. This is a nice section on that single bar. Very smooth, I think, the whole routine. Into second. for Coutinho. Well, the veteran at 20 years of age, Julia Suarez. Out of the medals in the balance beam, can she do a bit better here? Crowd loved it. Hard to tell. She's got a poker face, hasn't she, Julia Suarez? But landed everything. On the floor event at the World Cup in Baku a few years ago now. The landings were good. Tumbling sections. And every element you need and a bit more. Nice finish as well. We'll see how she gets marked shortly. What about Dimitri Panatin into 5th place? He'll be disappointed with that. 13.550. Execution was good, but the difficulty perhaps not what it might have been. Ron Pietaf of Israel winning the parallel barring World Cup in Osijek this year. That was his first senior medal, so he has form. Oh, see the grimace on his face on the dismount. The right smile as well. That was a decent routine, a little bit of pace of the hands, but yeah, nice from the Israeli. Will he be adding to that win in Osijek in Croatia? I think not, to be honest with you. However, it certainly wasn't a bad routine. And this is the moment that a decent dismount, you'd be in the mix, wouldn't you, for sure. Into second for Julia Suarez. 12.550. Golgota still ahead by a couple of tenths. Could that change though? Alba Petisco, last to go. Silver in the balance beam this afternoon. Oh, what a shame at the end, because it was a wonderful routine. Great storytelling. Looked like it might have been a smash and grab from Alba Petisco, but for the last, what, 10, 15 seconds. Oh dear. Love the routine. Love the story behind it. But those judges, eagle-eyed, maybe that eagle-eyed, to see what went wrong at the end.
Spanyol versenyzőnök kétszeres olimpikon már, világkukákon van már talajról aranyérme. Szukahara zsugorhelyzetben volt a második sora. Vízdupla szaltó előre.
Little step, but nothing compared to the end of the routine.
És a tempó flippet követően dupla zsugorszaltó hátra.
Nice finish as well. Finished fighting. We'll see. Yeah, it's the question what could have been, and Piatov, another question of what could have been. 13.850 outside of the medals. Not by much. Second Hungarian to get the crowd going. Botond Molnar, the 21-year-old, looking for his first senior gold. Does have silvers, not on this piece of apparatus though. It's a shame. Cuts it short. Well, won't be his last appearance in a final, that's for sure, and medals will come the 21-year-old's way, but not today. it. Just lick his wounds, I guess. So Saros is left flying the flag in this competition on the podium. To get his second medal of the competition. Well, it's an occupational hazard. Oh dear, what a shame. Execution way down. With that penalty as well. So Golgota and Botond also not having the greatest of outings, way down. Execution not the greatest. Still a good competition, that's for sure. And we will have the medal ceremonies very shortly for those two disciplines. Romania and Golgota doing well in that floor exercise.
I ask the medalists of the women's floor and men's parallel bars final to please go next to the stage for the awarding ceremony.
Some leaving, hopefully not everybody. We've still got one to go, the horizontal bar competition. Our young fan club at the front there. I don't think they're going anywhere for sure. Men's final. That's the first one. Let's just confirm the women's competition on the floor, and it is Golgota, and then the two Brazilians, Suarez and Julia Coutinho, and Great Britain's Grant just missing out. So to the parallel bars, and Arakan Fairhat just shows how good he is on this discipline. He won the Pommel horse yesterday and wins here. Got the gold at the World Cup in Antalya on home soil, bronze in Doha, so he's in really good form, isn't he? The Turkish team will certainly enjoy the men's presentation coming up very shortly. The podium is ready, don't go anywhere. We've got one more discipline to come, the horizontal or high bar. There are the medals, and there are our presentation team. We're almost ready to go. Cool for school. Son being cool as you like, Dad just giving it the double thumbs up. Well, they were hanging around for the medal ceremony, which is good news, and they're hanging around for horizontal bar. That is coming up. And then we are almost done and dusted for the World Challenge Cup for 2025. Still more events, of course, in the gymnastic calendar to come this year. More details on the FIG website. Just a bit of organisation to be done. It's always the way, isn't it? And we're almost ready. And it is the men who will get us underway here in the parallel bars. Arakan was first by a distance in qualifying, was first by a distance in the final. Istvan Karashanov from the FIG, Adrian Bokani from Szombathely, and Sandor Altojai, the chief secretary, the presenters. But this is the main focus, of course, and a home medal for Christopher Metzeros. Got a silver in the pommel horse yesterday, keeping the locals happy. And the Brazilians have been very strong, haven't they, both men and women. Cal Souza missed out on the rings yesterday. He takes a medal here, it's a silver. But a second gold of the weekend for Ferhat Arakan, who won on the pommel horse with a 14 yesterday. Won on the parallel bars with a 14.250 here. Great form, really is. It's such a pleasure to watch him.
Please stand up for the national anthem of Turkey.
Happy man, a medal-laden man with 2 golds over the weekend. Well done to Ferhat Arakan, Cal Souza, Christopher Metzeros, the medalists in the parallel bars here in Szombathely.
Nu i talajdöntő eredményét hirdetett awarding ceremony of the women's floor final. Megkérem az érmeseket és az éremátadókat, hogy vonuljanak a színpadra.
So then the floor medals for the women. Another good haul for Brazil, but they couldn't overcome Denise Golgota of Romania. We have Li Jing of FIG, Adrian Bokani of Szombathely, and Christian Berki, the sports director, presenting the medals. Well, the youngster, the teenager, the 15-year-old, A gold on the floor in Copa this year earlier, and a bronze here. Watch this space. Well, Suarez wasn't in the medals earlier on today in the balance beam, but she certainly is here. A silver. Another woman known as the Little Princess is the queen of the floor exercise. Denisa Golgota, well done to you. That's had so many medals in the last few years, but she is certainly a class act, and she has the gold here in Hungary.
Kérem, hogy álljanak fel a himnuszra. Please stand up for the national anthem of Romania.
Well done, Denisa Golgota. A gold medal for the Romanian. Julia Suarez, Julia Coutinho, the two Brazilians taking silver and bronze. Well, that'll be a picture certainly for the Romanian to keep. One more to go. It's the high bar for the men. That's coming up in just a minute or two. Do stay with us. We're not done just yet. Will be the last action for this season's